Hello, 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 hello. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so it just started raining here, y'all. That makes me actually really happy. I'm still gonna make sure I take a shower and stuff though. I'm still kind of calming down a little bit. I heard say whatever is on your heart. Some of the stuff it was, I noticed that kept coming up, uh, in my, you know how when you about to post something and predictive text, that's what it was about. Predictive text, right? So some of that is gonna be in regards to Nostradamus. Um, Nostradamus will be one of them, and it was a woman before that they made a whole bunch of predictions before the Bible was instituted. That's the portion of it that a lot of people have a tendency to forget would need to be correlated into some things. And Book of Eli is another one of them. My nose ring, it came out, so to speak, and I'm right now when I was asleep. So it's one of those, okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah, how I'm gonna fix that in just a little bit. um, that has a tendency to happen with whenever there's some weird stuff that would be going on, right? But ultimately, right? I don't have a lot of percentage on this phone right now because I was doing my personal healing work after being around all them people and touching all them people. Yeah, it's a bunch of people who had some stuff going on with their heart. That'd be kind of the only problem that comes into place when you're dealing with being an open-hearted person. That'd be one of the issues that come into place with it. But yesterday was awesome. Heard talk about the bad first. It wasn't a whole lot of bad. My uncle, he came around me and I made it be known and looked at him like, "Don't you bring your ass over here, motherfucker." I said no. Don't play with me. I said it in spirit. I said it in real life. I don't fuck with you like that, homie. And he felt some type of way, but he's my uncle. You get what I'm saying? So any type of romanticism that will come into place with, yeah, my Uncle Jasper, it's like, ew, get your ass on some damn wire, you fucking thief. Yeah, because the same thing that would have taken place, I don't have a picture of my Buick LeSabre, right? But what he did was, I got the exact same car as him when I was in college at one point. Not really paying attention at that time to the reason why he wanted me to get, or he encouraged me to get that particular car, was so that he could take it from me. Ultimately, is what it is, and give me his shitty ass vehicle. Yeah, I don't do that swap out shit. Basically, that's that part. The other part of it is the woman that he's with. That's not his legal wife. Uh, so I heard living in sin. I guess you could say that. I don't know what they spiritual journey and stuff requires. So I don't. Ultimately, it's one of those. Yeah, they would. He would be, and it's just because he's spoiled and he used to always get in his fucking way. So that's that part. He didn't have to learn how to earn shit. Everything was just given to him. So it's that part. The other portion of it though was, um, I did walk around the arch grounds, like I walked around the whole space, especially what would constitute as the portal, because the arch constitutes as a portal, and I was really glad that they had the music right by the arch because it would act as a conductor, right? To get the essence and energy out and stuff like that. And it also let me know what it was that I would need to do later on when tensions Yeah, when it's not so many people around. There was so many fucking people, y'all. And then I saw this little troll who was trying to talk to me while I was with my kids. It's one of those, ew. Yeah, I went, ew, a lot. uh, because I had my blades with me at first, and with me having my blades with me, uh, I had to go put them. I had to put them away, basically. Uh, and then afterward, well, one of the things I could definitely say in regards to it is the police officers and sheriffs, they know me in St. Louis. So with them knowing me here in St. Louis, it's one of those. They know that I'm a spiritualist. They know that that I'm a part of Alchemist Cove. These are all things that they know for a fact. Part of it is because of my godfather, right? He was a sheriff for a really long time, and the reputation it is that I have. So it's that part. Um, her, but you all right now? You safe? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I had to look in the mirror the other day, yesterday, before going out with all them damn people. I did. I looked in the mirror and I talked to all of the parts of me, period, and told them they were doing a good job and that I was proud of them. And when it was all said and done, I got out there because I knew it was going to be a whole shitload of people even earlier in the day. And as the day progressed, I knew more people would come and be there. So it was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I went and my girls, they were kept safe for me until I was able to come back around and find a shortcut, basically, or find the quote unquote the cut, so that I could go to. I ended up going around the back with the sheriffs, and the sheriff, he saw me. Yeah, one of them, he saw me and he was like, "Hold on, Janet," and I was like, "Okay." And then he looked at me. He was like, she gotta be, taken care of. She gotta be, the wine gotta be put over. And then he was like, oh, it's more than likely it's just your necklace. It's one of those. Yeah, that sounds about right. I heard, what kind of necklace is that? If you don't know what type of necklace it is, I'm not telling you what it is. That it's classified in my Barack Obama voice. It's classified. If you don't know, I'm not finna tell you. And if I'm not talking to you face to face, I'm not gonna tell you. And some people that I will talk to face to face, I won't tell them. If they don't know, then that's not my business. That's not for me to share with them. God just got to give them the information. The other thing was, I knew I was on the right path with finding with Alchemist Cove, right? Primarily because I know whenever I'm in any space, I make sure I pay attention to all the entrances, all the exits, and all the duck off spaces, so a person wouldn't have to. Yeah, so a person could be safe and just take a break, because when you're an empath and you have telepathy and all that shit, when you got all that going on and you amongst that many people, I tell you, yeah, that shit can fuck you up a little bit if you've not ever done it before. The thing to it was, I've done it before several different times. That's part one. Part two was, thankfully, right, they had a sprinkler system. So me looking like I was in a swimming suit was perfect, because not only did I get hot, but I knew I needed to cool down a lot. And the fact that they had it right at the entrance slash exit, it was absolutely amazing. It was perfect for to it and with me. The other thing is, in the movie Sankofa, I could tell how many people haven't watched the movie Sankofa, but they always want to talk about my daughter's name being free, right? I shortened it based off of the actual character in the name, or not in the name, the actual character's name in the movie Sankofa is Afriye, and it's an African name that means princess. That's why I've always called her Free, to shorten it. Okay? Part one, part two. Oh yeah, they told me they was gonna take pictures and stuff for or the St. Louis American that it would be up later on in the evening, but they didn't post those pictures. I don't really trip off of it though, because I know what it's like when you got to go through all those pictures and photos and edits and shit. You want to get the major stuff out. Dude's name was Lawrence Bryant. And yeah, I was gonna ask him if he knew Vincent Lane, cause he's another photographer that's quote unquote captured me in action, so to speak. And ultimately though, yeah, it was a lot of different things that was going on and taking place, and it was like I did let Sphinx know. Uh, I let him know, at the end of the day, had not all that spell work been done on me, because yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Had not all that spell work been done on me, I would have been able to support a lot sooner. And whether they like it or not, when you do black magic makes you sick, and it makes you come out a whole lot sicker, right? Than what an individual would think they supposed to, yeah, would think. It's that part. The other part of it was with the dog. It is that I posted, right? It was a manifestation from one of my from the white sage tarot aspect, where I closed it out and put everything together. And it was a dog who's a canine, who was a part of a zebra clan and was named Moose. And he was getting treats. Now the other part of that is the Appalachian manifestation of it. Within the Appalachian manifestation of it, the black dog typically indicates spell work and witchcraft. It does. So it was one of those, okay, yeah, me sitting in that space so that things could be alchemicalized. And I had stated, right, yeah, but right before the dog came around, light work ain't light work. I had yelled it out. I had been yelling it all day yesterday, y'all. So serious. Yeah, I was hoping that they could hear me so that they knew that I was actually there. That was the big thing. So yeah, so that they know it's like, yeah, I'm actually here. So you ain't got to worry about if anybody else talking shit or saying something. Nah, I'm actually here. I've been doing, and that indicator, that would have been one of those key parts, right? With Sphinx, with him, relaying messages that I had been doing what constitutes as being a town crier. I was doing it at the crossroads at first, and then with me doing it at the crossroads here, I would do it like if I'm just walking downtown or whatnot, right? Now, town criers are typically associated with weddings, and it's the little person that says, "The bride is coming, the bride is coming, the bride is coming." So that's where the ideal set comes from initially, but it's also used in business with grassroots marketing and things of that nature. Now, the other part of it was I heard it. Yeah, I heard it, but it was one of those. I'm not fucking finna say her. Go ahead and say what you have to. Yeah, it was like I'm not finna fucking say poetic justice open mic. I don't fuck with poetic justice open mic like that no more. You're not gonna fuck me over and try and ruin my damn life and not give me nothing for it, and then think I'm gonna promote you. Get the fuck on somewhere. I was saying light work ain't light work all motherfucking day. Now, what will be said is because it's Mercury retrograde, they figured that the essence and the energy of it would be that I would say poetic justice open mic, because I did do town crying for that, just the same as I did it for FemFest 5. In short, that's something that's normal for me to do because I don't depend on social media to do the work for me. I do the work, and then social media realistically just aligns with what I'm already doing in 3D and in real life. So it's that part. And then Marty, I did see Marty. I'm glad to see that Marty's okay. No, I am, because Gemini's, I'll say we get a bad rap. We do. We get a bad rap because we gotta pay attention to everything that's going on, and then you have to put what you know, and then if you gotta study some more and all that other shit, you gotta put it all together, and then come to your own conclusion or whatnot. And it was one of those, you know what, business is business. And when it comes to business, there you loyal to your pockets. The fuck? Who paying you? And if a person not paying you, then it's not business. It's bad business. And when you have a consultation aspect, right, with the readings and stuff it was done, yeah, it was one of those, okay, you know for a fact that, yeah, they knew for a fact that I had an EIN and all that other shit, and that my shit was legit. And it was a lot of people who was playing a whole bunch of games with me in that regard. And it's one of those, you didn't meet the expectation at fucking all with their portion of it. So do I, yeah, I cut them off during retrograde. I think people keep forgetting it. Last year. So by the time this year came along, it was genuinely just me doing my own, I guess you could say, what would constitute as the physical manifestations of love and romance and all that other good stuff that comes into place with variant aspects of her. That's why you was in your storage unit. That was why I was in my storage unit, because it combined what happens when you put family business, right? Whether it's family business or business, and family business isn't to be discussed with everybody all the damn time. Sometimes you just gotta keep that shit to yourself, keep it pushing, and whatever they do that fuck them up is what they do that fuck them up. You don't always have to bitch and moan and complain about what's going on with the fam, especially with people that you would know would be sabotaging and are in that self sabotage, because when you have the teachings and rearing, right, of, you know, your family comes first, and yeah, and you will have to put your family above everybody else with the decisions that will be made, talking bad about them and having somebody else talk about them. That's self-sabotage. Bloodline, yeah, it'd be about the whole bloodline situation, and a lot of people like to fuck up with that and play a whole bunch of games. I got a lot more pictures, I got some more footage I gotta go through. I want to see how it is I can make it all kind of fits together so I can put it up on my YouTube channel. But I do want to say thank you so much to Ludacris and Chingy. Appreciate you, fam. Uh, yeah, for Lightwork ain't Lightwork, cause I was screaming it out. I don't know if I caught it on one of my things, so to show that I did say it while I was recording, right? Yeah, I'm looking. That's one of the things I'm looking for, not for to or now you supposed to, okay, but yeah, I was trying to look to see if I had said it or whatnot, or if I caught myself saying it on camera, because I know somebody was like, she know all the words. Yeah, I do know the words. I like rap music. I've always liked rap music, and for the record, it's not thugs, quote unquote, necessarily that I enjoy. It's entrepreneurs that I enjoy. People who are willing to take a bet and a gamble, quote unquote, on themselves. I continuously take a gamble on myself when I even look in different reflections of myself and see them manifest in other people. That, yeah, that's a checks and balances system, because when that person gets healed, that means that that's a part of me that would have been healed, so to speak. The other portion of it, uh is with samurai swords. I do enjoy samurai swords. Be careful what you ask for. Is what I say to that. Be careful. But yeah, so there's that portion. The other portion, I just heard something about them thick ass thighs. Okay, Well, as long as you know. As long as you know. In any event, though, outside of that, we had a really good time, and I was able to make up something, a situation to my children, because I had always wanted to take them to a concert. Now, here's the deal that came into place with Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, and where it was fucked up and it was wrong for anybody to get an attitude with me because I didn't invite them. I can't invite you if I haven't even spent an hour with you, and I don't want to spend an hour with you in a space where I would have to fucking spend money on you because you don't want to ever spend money or time with me. Or go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, it was one of those situations. I had gotten tickets from my daughter. When she was working at, oh my goodness, it's a little shop, STL shop. Yeah, they have it in Ballpark Village, but she was working there, and they had gave her tickets. She brought them to me, and it was 3 tickets. No, I just heard it was 4. No, it wasn't 4 tickets. It was pause. It was 4, because I had invited my son along. It was 4 tickets, and it was supposed to be something that all of us could do together as a family, because I stand on what's real. I don't do that delusional shit. So, and I had even invited Tracy to that, but I didn't invite Corey because he still hadn't talked to me in real life, and he was fucking using me and playing it. I'm shy, bitch. You not shy as much as you talk shit. You was not shy at all. You can cut that shit the fuck out. Go get your head examined, cause the fucking lies are, yes. If they crushing him, they should be crushing his ass. Keep going through it. You'll be fine. God damn it. If I can make it through the amount of heartache that I made it through, bitch, you a Marine. I'm gonna need you to get your shit together. In your self-reflection. What the fuck? But he hadn't, yeah, his ass hadn't talked to me or none of that shit. And I got tired of, yeah, texting, inboxing, all that shit. No. And not to forget to mention, where shit fell apart before that was I had invited him to surprise open mic. And within me inviting him to surprise, this is definitely where he fucked up. I invited him to surprise open mic, but his ass want to go and talk shit and be under every fucking body else. I had a seat right there next to me. After that, I was like, you ain't got to worry, sir. I won't ever invite you on shit else again. Since you only want to since everything you're doing in regards to me utilizes this business, you have made the determination that I'm just a business connection, which is fine with me. But don't get no funky ass attitude with me when you get fucked up because you intentionally mixing signals and shit. And you stealing from me. So when all that shit hurt, that was wrong. That was hella fucking wrong. See, he had been playing this motherfucking game for so fucking long. It's ridiculous. And opposed to me fussing, fighting, and arguing and all this other shit with everybody, I was like, you know what? That takes too much effort, and I'm gonna get sleepy too fast. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my job and keep it pushing. I ain't gotta talk to no fucking body. I know what my job is. I know what I'm supposed to do. Take some pictures, take some videos, get the fuck out of there. It ain't complicated. It's real fucking simple. But he want cause at surprise open mic, because Irvin, he knew that I sold candles. In short, these motherfuckers knew I was spiritual. And when Irvin was proclaiming to be a light worker and all this other shit, these motherfuckers hadn't heard shit about light working or being a light worker until I said something. So for them to be like, oh, I knew, you a fucking lie. You ain't know shit about it. Because Irvin had been so motherfucking disrespectful to me on a regular basis. Didn't ever apologize because he didn't feel like he was being disrespectful. Okay, cool. You don't feel like you being disrespectful? No problem. Me walking away from you and not fucking with you no more and telling you I ain't finna help you no more, that's not disrespectful either. Actually, that's what balanced the scales in that regard. because they hadn't been helping me with the shit it is that I needed. So there's that. No, cause I had left. I knew where Irvin had stayed, cause I had went to his house for a party, and it was this big dude who looked like a fucking angry bird who was feeling some type of way because I was playing cards. It's one of those. Yeah, and he didn't like the way that I was pulling the cards when I was collecting the books. But I had left a candle. I went there to deliver a candle that I had told him that I would make for him. And right now, do I remember? No, I don't remember if he got it or not. I don't think he did, because I think I ended up taking it back. I had put it on, excuse me, I had put it on like in a space where I knew he would see it when he first walked up. But it is what it is. It was ultimately saying that he wasn't supposed to have it. As far as church and strings, right, is concerned, strings, I know he's married and he has it. Yeah, he's just a person that I saw greatness in, and I was like, you know what, I'd be a fucking fool not to capture this and post this on my fucking page. I'd be an idiot. Yeah, I've been doing the promoting shit since I had Fahrenheit. Actually, before I had Fahrenheit, I was doing it. Hey, I did my bid. You feel me? I did my bid. I 12 that bitch. But ultimately, I'm hoping everybody's okay. Thank you to the police officers and the first responders. Ultimately, yeah, because the fire department, they were making their rounds really good. So was the police. And when I was saging. That's what I was doing. I was saging and playing the healing music, so to speak, in my area. And the sheriffs and things of that nature, they made sure to walk like in the area that I was saging in, so that they could relax and catch some shade and everything, some actual shade. But yeah, and last but not least, because I know I'm only on. Okay, last but not least, but I did follow what it was that intuitively I was told. Yeah, I heard you don't have to stay for this next song. And I said, and I was like, okay, so went on ahead and walked back over to where I was sitting at. And when Move, and yeah, when the quote unquote disturbing the peace portions of it was on, I was in a spot that I was supposed to be. So, and yeah, the rebellion that comes with disturbing the peace is when peace ain't peaceful, when peace is chaotic. That's a form of disturbing the peace. All right, y'all. Light and love to y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let this phone charge up. At some point, I guess I should be able to do some readings. But right now, I'm clearing out all the different things it was that in my body from yesterday. All right, light and love to you. Okay, cause see, remember, light work. It ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. Thanks again to everyone. I truly appreciate you guys. Yeah. Oh no, the woman with the elephant umbrella, Rhea. Rhea. I had watched her reading earlier that day. So yeah. All right. But in short, pay attention to everything as it manifests to it and for you, and that you're in the correct spaces to do so. All right. And in that way, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close and seal this reflection over what it is that had taken place, and lock it in and lock it in. All right, light and love to y'all. Okay.